Hi everyone, my name is Charlie, and today I have a review of In Bitter Chill by Sarah Ward. In Bitter Chill is a crime novel and the first in what I believe is going to be a series following Detective Inspector Francis Sadler. In this first book, a woman commits suicide and she is the mother of a girl who went missing in 1978 and has never been found. But there were two girls who went missing at the time, and one of them ended up coming back, and she is very much a main character within this story. I had the great pleasure of being on a panel of authors with Sarah Ward earlier this year, and there are going to be 4 in this series. I believe the second book, A Deadly Thaw, comes out next month. Sarah Ward has a great website where you can go and you can read her reviews of crime fiction, and you know that she is very knowledgeable about the crime genre. In fact, what I would say is that, to me, this book encapsulated British crime with these hints of the Nordic noir that we are seeing within the crime genre for the past few years. Being quite close to the Peak District, I was able to make guesses towards how this town would look. This sort of story works well in this very closed off small town setting because you know that it's a story everyone is going to know about. It's going to be a story that is in everyone's minds and is going to be like a defining moment for that town. Well, the mystery confused me. I was kept guessing throughout the whole thing, and I ended up not actually guessing who. I did not know where this book was going to go, and what I really liked about this book was it felt like a character piece. Or there are many different viewpoints within the book, and although Sadler is like the main detective inspector, you get this talk that you don't usually find on television about budgets and about, who can solve this crime and who should solve this crime. If there is a crime to be solved after all, because this girl's body, this girl has never been found, so there is this constant question of, are they actually searching for a person, are they searching for a body? They don't know who, if anyone, well, they know someone took these girls, and when it first mentioned, I think it mentioned the colour of her hair or something, I made this guess as to who it was going to be. Turned out I was wrong, and I should really just try harder next time. If you like crime fiction, you will like this book. Sarah Ward has done her research, very accomplished writer. I believe that each book is going to be set after a season, so I think this season was winter, there was definitely snow, it was cold, and it was a great thing to read in August. In fact, I think all 3 books that I read in August were all set in winter because I clearly am craving the cold because, Lord, I have almost burned to death. Family drama is heightened so much within this book. There is so much talk about the secrets we keep within our families in order to keep people safe, and there's the talk of how certain women didn't need men and whether to want a man is a weakness. I didn't expect to find that in a crime novel. The book just moves so quickly. It has like a classic storyline for crime fiction, but a very modern way of storytelling that works in Sarah's favour, really. I was completely hooked throughout. I'm a bit ashamed that it took me so long to read because I do also have the hardback edition of this. But yes, I will be looking out for A Deadly Thaw next month. Sarah Ward is definitely a writer whose career I want to follow. I think that she could end up having great success. I would love to see this televised and serialised and all that fun stuff. Sadler is a great character because so often in crime fiction we are seeing like your Inspector Morses, your Rebuses, the people who have a drinking problem. There's always got to be some sort of problem, and I couldn't see it here. I just saw a man who wanted to do his job with these colleagues who have their own dilemmas, their family dramas, and he's kind of happy just to steer clear of that and he has this bit of an affair with a married woman, but I think it characterised him well because it just showed that he wants some sort of relationship, but he also wants to steer clear from that aspect of his life. Then you have the character of Connie, and she's this very aspirational new cop on the beat type of thing, and she is willing to do anything to solve this crime because I feel like it's her big first case, and you can feel her drive, and you can feel all the characters' drive to solve this crime for so many different reasons. And characterization sometimes gets lost within crime fiction because writers tend to focus on other aspects of the plot and getting the mystery out there and getting, not to have a go at anyone, but sometimes they add more gore and they add more darkness without really considering the characters. And I feel like you don't have to have so much gore if you worked on your characters more, because if you connect your reader to your character, then anything that hurts them, no matter how bad, the reader is going to feel, and you won't have to go to such grotesque means like some authors do. Maybe it's just me, maybe I just don't like the more grotesque things. I live a very sheltered lifestyle. I appreciate the fact that this didn't get too gruesome, and as I have previously said, I really enjoy reading about family. Coming from a background where I have such a large, extensive family, it's nice to read about families sometimes and read about different trials and tribulations that they're going through. And like I said, as a crime novel, it stands up with some of the great British classics, and I just hope that Sarah's career is long-standing because I really enjoyed this book and I could see myself rereading it. Like I said, I would love to see this televised because I think that she has the characters that would do great things on television, and if the right production company came along, I'm perfectly confident that this would do well on television. And that, I mean, obviously it's a book. It's a book. If we're just judging the book, it's a great book and people should read it if you're a fan of the crime genre. And want to know more about these characters, what they get up to, and yeah. It's a great book, great addition to the crime genre, and I hope you go out and read it. Anyway, I'm going to close the curtains because I'm getting a bit of glare from the sun, I think. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, that is all.